Tonight we have the brand new reveals for the Jack Atlas cover cards for Blazing Dominion. And it is brand new Red Dragon Archfiend and Crimson Blader support along with Resonator. So let's get into it and let's talk about these. There's a total of 8 cards, so tonight's going to be a little quicker compared to others because, well, normally there's 9 to 11 cards for cover cards, but Jack has a structure deck a few years ago, and it makes a lot of sense. So let's get into it and let's talk about it. This is the pack cover, and we could see the new Red Dragon Archfiend upgrade doing the Jack Atlas pose. So it's very nice to see that finally being reflected in a card. But now let's get into it and let's talk about it. We have Darkness Resonator. It is a level 3 Fiend Tuner effect monster with 300 defense and 1300 attack. And you can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. You could reveal one Red Dragon Archfiend in your extra deck, special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except Synchro monsters. If this card is special summoned, you can activate this effect. During your main phase this turn, you can normal summon one Resonator monster in addition to your normal summoner set, and you can only gain this effect once per turn, and you can target any number of tuners you control. Their levels become 1. Overall, this is a very good extender for the deck, and allowing you to get another Resonator in normal summon is really useful, especially for Vision Resonator, Crimson Resonator, and just a few others here and there. So overall, we're off to a very great start. Just a brand new level 3 extender that can also make itself a level 1 can be very useful, especially in Red Dragon Archfiend Centurion. After that, we have Power Vice Dragon, a brand new level 5 Dark Dragon monster that has 2400 attack and 2400 defense and 2000 attack. Sorry about that. And you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are dark synchro monsters, you could special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you can add one Resonator monster from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except dark synchro monsters. And a Red Dragon Archfiend summoned using this card as synchro material cannot be destroyed by battle. Overall, a level 5 extender is really good, and being able just to have an access to any Resonator monster from your deck to your hand on special summon is really good. Even though it locks you into dark, that's absolutely fine because you can get into your Darkness Resonator and just your other Resonators as well. Next up, we have Fiend Piece Golem, being a Dark Fiend effect monster, level 5 with 2100 attack and 0 defense. And this is Big Piece Golem with Fiendish Chain. You can only use the first and second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. If you control a Fiend Tuner, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned, you could decrease its level up by 2. And if this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material for the synchro summon of Red Dragon Archfiend or a monster that mentions it, you could target one level 4 or lower Fiend monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. Overall, this is really useful because, well, you get to summon it for free if you control any of your tuner monsters. You get to tutor out the levels away, so it could become a level 3 or a level 4, depending on what you need with the other Resonator that's on your field or the Fiend Tuner. And being able to reborn any level 4 or lower Fiend Tuner or Fiend monster is very good, especially for bridging with your tuners and just other cards. After that, we have Red Nova Dragon Assault Mode, a brand new Assault Mode card, and now we await for a Shooting Quasar Dragon Assault Mode. This is a Dark Dragon special summon effect, so it cannot be normal summoned or set. Level 12 with 4000 attack and 3500 defense. And it cannot be normal summoned or set, and it must be special summoned with Assault Mode to activate. When your opponent activates a card or quick effect, you can banish this card until the end phase. Banish cards your opponent controls up to the number of tuners in your graveyard. When your opponent monsters declares an attack, you can banish this card until the end phase. Negate the attack, and if you do, end the battle phase. So that's really good. If this card is destroyed, you could special summon one Red Nova Dragon from your graveyard. So being able just to banish everything up to the tuners that you have in your graveyard is really good. And just being able to end the battle phase is extremely good. And just being to tutor out a Red Nova from the graveyard is extremely strong. So that's one thing going for it. Overall, we did get the assault mode stuff from the last set, so this is a carryover and also implementation into the archetype. So it works out super well. Now we're into the extra deck. We have the Crimson King. It is a Dark Dragon Synchro effect, level 8, with 3000 attack and 2500 defense, and it is a retrain of Red Dragon Archfiend. And you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can add one card that mentions Red Dragon Archfiend from your deck to your hand. So that has like 29 plus targets right now. Or, well, I think it's like a total of 25 now post support. So that's really good. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can banish this card, special summon one Red Dragon Archfiend from your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro summon, and if you do, its current attack becomes double. Also, it cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. This is really good, especially if you're going second and you have this out on the board. They activate a monster effect as a quick effect, and you just summon out a big, ginormous Red Dragon Archfiend. Overall, really good, and being able to bridge into any of your Red Dragon Archfiend cards is good. Being able to bridge into your Resonators is absolutely amazing. Next up is the card that I'm going to have a problem with. Crimson Blade Dragon. It is a Dark Dragon Synchro effect monster with level 7 that's 2400 attack and 2600 defense. Takes a Resonator tuner plus one or more non-tuners. And this card is always treated as Crimson Blader, and you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can add to your hand or special summon, but its effects are negated, one level 8 or higher monster from your deck or graveyard that cannot be normal summoned or set. And the first thing that everyone thought of, this card could search Habakiri. You can bridge now from Red Dragon Archfiend into Mitsurugi, which is absolutely insane. And I could definitely say I really would love to see a Habakiri just get banned. Because, well, we now have bridges into the bridge, which honestly is really crazy because you could just run a small Resonator engine with your Mitsurugi cards, especially with stuff like the Fiendish Golem making it to level 3, along with a level 1 tuner Resonator and a Mitsurugi monster. You could just go into this. But I digress. It's a very good card because it could get important cards out of the deck, especially if you're running the Earthbound version of the deck, which you would be searching off one of the new cards that was recently released, the Red Nova card from Maze of the Master. No, sorry. But let's get into the next card. We have Crimson Call. Normal spell card, and you can only activate a card with this card's name per turn. Add one level 4 or lower Fiend monster from your graveyard to your hand, or if you control a Red Dragon Archfiend or a Synchro monster that mentions it, you can add the monster from your deck to your hand instead. We can search Barrier Statue, and we don't have to run Resonator Call at all. If your Assault Mode monster or a Red Dragon Archfiend attacks at the end of the damage step, you can banish this card from your graveyard. That monster can make a second attack in a row. So this is really good. Being able to swing 2 times with 6k is very scary. I'm glad that it says Assault Mode. So if you're in Assault Mode, there you go. Overall, this is a really good card, but I'm kind of worried because it just searches out for free the Barrier Statue of the Abyss. But now you can utilize it in your combo, and if it's not a dark meta, you have free reign. And then finally, we have the Ruler's Rumbling, or as we had a joke for it, the Ruler's Rambling. Normal trap card, you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Neither player can activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation if your opponent special summons 10 or more monsters this turn. Apply these effects in sequence based on the number of monsters your opponent special summoned this turn. One or more. Special summon one dark synchro monster from your graveyard or banishment. 3 or more Red Dragon Archfiend in your monster zone is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects until the end of your next turn. And 5 or more, change all monsters your opponent currently controls to face down defense position. They kind of have a Nibiru-esque type card, and it's just literally Nibiru Light. Now, it doesn't really work against fusion decks or even ritual decks, but honestly, going against synchro decks, Link, and Exceed strategies really useful. And this is really good support at the end of the day. I really like this. It boosts the whole entire end board and the ceiling of the deck. It gives additional consistency where it was needed. And I cannot wait to see how players utilize these cards. But anyways, tell me what you guys think about the Red Dragon Archfiend stuff down in the comments below. And realistically, it's definitely going to be interesting how this is going to play out in the future. If you all enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below, and if you want to show support, please hit that subscribe button as well. And I do also have channel memberships, and if you want to support the channel more, it would be much appreciated. Thank you to FGH for supporting the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video.